Set now is ابونوار. He's a military analyst and retired Jordanian Air Force general. General Nawar, thank you very much for coming in. President Trump says he called off the attack against Iran because he didn't think, in his words, that it was proportionate. But it does reinforce, I think, one strategy, though, for the US, that the military option is firmly on the table and that President Trump, presumably, is prepared to use it.
I think he did not cancel the strike or the cruise missile strike, let's say. That's the weapon they're going to use to hit the Revolutionary Guard radar and missile site. I think the main reason was he did not have a home support. There is a division in American politics, say, and this side also. And he doesn't have a full strategy, comprehensive strategy towards the attack. Human aspect, that's normally when you give briefing like this, you start with the schedule, how much casualties, etc., as a number. But mainly he didn't have the support or the international community, in actual fact. These are two important factors to launch a war. Also, he doesn't have what's the alternative for it? Is it a secret diplomacy? He doesn't have so many options on that because Iran really showed a brave face in a way towards the American.
Let's talk about the broader regional strategy here, because, I mean, how is all of this playing into Iran's sphere of influence with its proxy militias in Lebanon, Yemen, Syria, Iraq? Because obviously Tehran's influence is growing, and that's also angered the US and its regional allies and helped stoke up this crisis in the first place.
Exactly, and Iran using this asymmetric war strategy, hybrid strategy with 4 fronts: Syria, Lebanon, Iraq, and Yemen. And they are succeeding on that. They have this big sphere of influence, and America cannot fight these 4 fronts at the same time. So that's a weakness in America, how to handle such a threat.
Let's just go back to the incident that actually happened with the shooting down of the drone. I mean, Iran chose to shoot down this unmanned US surveillance drone rather than a manned US Navy P-8 Poseidon surveillance aircraft that we understand was also operating in the air at the time. So what's this telling us about Iran's military thinking and its missile technology?
I think they shot this drone, the Global Hawk, due to geopolitical reason. Of course, this aircraft is full equipped with all these intelligence sensors. It's a very dangerous airplane, I consider it. But also, Iran saying that this P-8 is escorting the Global Hawk, this nonsense, because P-8's main mission is to hunt submarines, etc. So 2 different missions. We cannot really say what the Iranian claim.
Just a final thought from you, General. What is Iran's position militarily? I mean, I think lots of people are asking, OK, if something did happen, what are Iran's assets, its forces, and what would a war against Iran even look like?
It's crazy. That will be catastrophe if this happened. It's going to be a full regional war if the Americans start shooting on the Iranian, because they will consider it as an insult, and they were preparing for the last 40 years on that. But it seems to be that the economic action is biting Iran, and that's why they are escalating. And normally, when you see such an escalation in our part of the world, you will see some limited shooting. And what I consider the shooting down the Global Hawk and the Yemeni shooting their cruise missile towards Saudi, etc., that's part of what we see in the region.
General